Monday, and we're not having a meltdown on this Monday because we brought in Dr. Melanie Ross Mills, who is a licensed temperament therapist. Let me tell you a little bit more about her. She's also an author. She's also written The Friendship Bond, Identity Bond, and Couples Bond. Good morning, Dr. Mel.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. It's our absolute pleasure. We brought you on to talk a little bit about worth. You did this Women of Worth series, the second year in a row that you've done this. Talk about the point behind doing this and having people draw what they think their worth is and then having the discussion.
Well, the point in doing this is to hopefully get us all thinking about whether or not we truly do embrace our worth, or whether or not we're possibly wrestling with embracing our worth and not valuing who we are as a human. And so that's what instigated this whole series, was challenging us to embrace our worth and look at whether or not we are.
And what did you find out? What was one of the big takeaways or lessons for you as you went down this journey?
Well, one of the biggest takeaways that I embraced and recognized was that sometimes the strongest people around us are wrestling the most with embracing our worth. It was amazing to me. We reached out to a group of women and asked them to finish the sentence, "I embrace my worth because." Some women instantly knew their why they embraced their worth. It was just a quick response. While others, it took a little bit of time. Others asked for help to figure out, how do I finish this sentence myself? And you guys, some people never even got back to us because they are still wrestling with knowing their worth and don't know why they have worth. Well, that's pretty opening.
It is, and I'll share, you asked me to participate in this, which was what, kind of gave me the idea for the segment to talk about worth, and I'll share what I put. I just put, I embrace my worth because I exist. Just existing makes me and everyone else worthy. We have worth just by being. Isn't that a relief and a thing to be celebrated? Because I think what happens, Dr. Mel, is we hear somebody say, well, why are you worthy? And we start to think about, well, what are my accomplishments? What have I done? What have I put out into the world? What beauty do I bring? What intellect do I bring? And in my belief, and it's taken me a long time to get here, I believe we are all worthy because we are made and because we are here. I don't know if that's the right answer or not, but that's what I put out there. What in your estimation, what do you think? How do we find our worth?
That is the right answer. And so we look for worth in accolades and status and who we marry, if we're not married, if we have children, where we live. The list goes on and on with these props, or what I call them, that we will use to prop us up to make us feel worthy. And the reality is, if you are breathing and you're on this earth, your worth is equally as valuable as your neighbor. Not more than, not less than. And it's true. It's because we're human beings that we have worth. And once we embrace this, learn our why, and walk it out, everything changes. How we treat ourselves, how we treat people, how we think, how we respond, what we even put in our body. It's a life changer when we embrace our innate worth as a human.
And I'm going to say it took me a while, like I said, it took me a while to get to that place, because I was definitely somebody who struggled with that identity and would add things up in order to be, worthy of being here, be on the show, have friends, all of those things. What is your best advice to somebody who does not feel worthy right now, just because they exist and are a human, that's not enough? How do we get to that place?
Well, and we see that every day. We see that in people around us, just in how the choices they're making that are not propping them up in a healthy way, right? So I challenge us to really self-examine our mindsets and how we are viewing ourselves and how that's playing out just in our week this week. What choices am I making that are in keeping with me as someone that's embraced my worth versus not? From not telling the truth to our diet. Literally, it affects everything. So self-examine possible lies that we've been believing our whole lives. Like you said, I've responded for a lot of my life as not feeling worthy. I would give other people's voices louder, more time in my head than my own. There's so many things we can look at. So look at whether or not you're living a life that is undergirded by someone embracing their worth. And if it's not, what lies are you believing? What tapes are you playing in your head? Why are you not? Why are you giving other people more importance in your life than they need to be? Why are you people pleasing? And the list could go on, but self-examine truly, am I embracing my worth? And if I am, how's that playing out in my life?
Dr. Mel, thank you for doing this series. Thank you for prompting me to think about that question. It was a great journey for me just to participate in this, and I so appreciate what you put out into the world. Thank you, Dr. Mel.
Thank you for having me.
MelanieRossMills.com, on social media at Dr. Melanie Mills on Instagram.